What's going on? Misfit 1 and 2, another video. Today we're going to talk about KWA CQRs, arguably the best gun under $200. These are year 2 Mark 18s. Personally, I think you have too many Mark 18s.
You can never have too many Mark 18s.
Well, then he was like, well, this one's not a Mark 18. He's like, look at the rail.
Technically not.
It's technically not, no, but...
if anyone can identify what video game this gun is based off of.
I'll give you guys a second. Okay. Alright, is it Medal of Honor?
It is.
Medal of Honor, yeah.
Yeah.
cool.
Dusty's holding it on the front cover.
But anyways, so let's get into the conversation about them. They're your guns. You've had the most experience with them. I've only had experience with the KM4 and the SR10. I love KWA. KWA is the way. What do you think about it?
So, if you know anything about the CQR, they're pretty much the budget way into KWA. They're, sub $200 guns. They come with, full metal upper receiver and then a plastic lower receiver. At first, I was going to shy away because of the plastic lower receiver, but it's honestly really strong. I'm very surprised. I've had both guns for about a year now, maybe a little bit longer. This one I took to GamePod about a month ago, and I was having issues with my wiring in the back, and I got pissed off, and I slid the gun into a wall in the corner about 5 feet away, 6 feet away, and it took a hard hit, and I was like, oh, whoops, oh well. And I just kept playing on, and later on I checked it out, there's no cracks, no damage to it or anything. This one, I took it to Vacaville Airsoft, and this is actually the first CQR that I bought. I took it to Vacaville Airsoft. I was sliding under a bridge, and I forgot I had my gun up in the air like this. Instead of having it at the low ready, trying to slide under a bridge. And
be all Deadpool and shit.
trying to be all Navy SEAL, right? And I slid under this bridge, and it just hit my rail system. And I was like, whoops! I'm thinking, oh no, I totally destroyed it. Looked at it, took one look at the gun. My rail system was a little bit tweaked off. Torqued it back. Shot a couple rounds, is good to go, back in the fight. So don't be turned off by the polymer lower receiver. It's actually very, very strong.
So the uppers are metal?
Yeah, the uppers are full metal.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, just like their regular KM4s. So they just take their KM4 uppers and they slap it onto a plastic lower. And then it comes with their normal 2GX gearbox. It comes with a M120 spring, and then they just change out the cylinder to one with a longer port in it so that it comes cronering in at 300 to 350 FPS so that it's CQB legal, which is what they're marketing towards, is a CQB legal gun that's under $200.
They should do a field one that's right out of the box field. That'd be perfect. I'd probably buy a lot of them. I'm not really a CQB guy. Like, if you go to GamePod, which is primarily the field that we go to most often, you can choose what you want to play. You can be a CQB guy or you can be a field guy. You can stay out of the buildings and shoot down the streets.
And then go into the buildings and run pistol.
Yeah. Or you can just clear buildings with your gun.
With your AUG, and as long as you're running 350 FPS or less.
So, personally for me, I'm an outdoor guy. I'll switch to my sidearm in order to clear a room.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I would like if they had 400 feet per second gun right out the box that was polymer lower and metal upper. But
it's not really all that hard to change out, though.
That's true. It's really not, no.
If you have a little bit of gearbox experience, pop out the gearbox, put in a cylinder with a slightly smaller port in it, or no port at all. I go with a slightly smaller port so that you're firing, just under 400 FPS, and you're good to go. Or you could even put in a tight bore barrel, put in a 603, and now you're at like 360, 370 FPS as opposed to between 325 and 350. For the most part, this CQR, I know it doesn't look stock, but internally, 100% stock, with the exception of a SHS motor. I had to put in a new high-speed motor. I wanted it to run faster. But gearbox-wise, it's all stock. I've been running it for like a year or more, like I said, and it's given me zero issues. It's shooting at about 355 FPS consistently.
Any closing thoughts on it?
If you're looking at a sub $200 gun that's reliable, it's built well, good quality, I'd definitely go with the KWA CQR.
KWA is the way.
Yep.
Alright, so thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Misfit 1 and 2. We'll see you guys next time, or
out on the field.
Out on the field.